You know, it's really amazing to me when you have a past client. I currently have a past client that I'm working with to get their home sold. So I sold them this home a few years back, I think around 2020, and now in early 2024, we're prepping. It's a beautiful waterfront property, and it's just amazing how much smoother things flow with clients when you have that built up rapport and that trust. And so part of my 5-step process for getting your home prepped and sold is what I call the perfectly plumb method. And I'm going to say it again, pun intended. And so part of that for me is, of course, getting my stager in, getting a cleaning crew to go through your house, and they're picking at things that you don't necessarily look at, baseboards and hood vents and fridges and stoves and ovens and things like that. So stuff that you might not necessarily. I'm not saying that nobody looks at those things, but I'm saying sometimes they can get neglected on day-to-day life living in a home. And so, following that, it's getting getting a window clean on the house, to make sure that when people are coming and looking at the beautiful view of your yard, or in this case, it's a waterfront property, that that it's unobstructed. You're not like zoning in on this, bird shit that's on the window from last year. And so these clients really, again, it's that trust, right? Because we have years of just years of talking after their sale. And so, they called me last week to say, okay, we're out of the house. We're staying in a hotel for 2 days because we had the photography one day, and prior to that, we had the window cleaner and the cleaning lady going through. And so, so for them, they really took it to heart. They're like, nope, we want to stay out of their way. We want to stay out of your way. No problem. We're staying in a hotel for 2 days. And they really, like, even for photography, I show up for the house and I call them. I'm like, is it okay to go in your house? And they're like, yes, of course. Our house is your house. And I'm like, oh, well, I thought you'd be here. And they're like, no, 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 this is your deal. You do your thing. I mean, they really just took it to heart and just, more or less, handed the keys over virtually, if you will, and just said, go with it. And it's so nice to work with clients where I have that kind of trust. And I'm not saying everybody has to go out of their house for a couple of days. I mean, in this case, these folks are retired, so they have, a little bit extra time. And I think it was probably a little bit of an adventure for them, right? A little mini holiday. But it's just really, really nice, and it's just so refreshing. And I was really grateful to have that, not only that trust with them, but just have that freedom to be able to send the trades and the services into the house, and have it completed, without anybody standing over them, so they can work really quick. But also, just you're not working around anybody that's just cooked breakfast on the stove, but the photographer's there, sort of thing. So it was just really nice to have that happen. But if you want a copy of my seller checklist or my 5-step perfectly plumb method for getting your home sold, shoot me a DM and I'll get that over to you.